Y'all know we ain't been talking, so you know I can't talk my shit. Hey, we curse on this channel. I'm the Nose Neighbor Lady. This your Nose Neighbor Lady show. I hope you staying beautiful. I hope y'all having a wonderful day, y'all. I hope y'all having a wonderful Friday. Just putting these note chords in this keyboard, but I met a girl at the job. She told me she could retire if she want, cause her husband will take care of her. Then come to find out now she got 3 jobs, but her husband will take care of her. It's the last women tell for me. And then talk about she got a business with her son, so you know she run that business and pay for everything that business need. But anyway, what this video about? This video is about black women's self-awareness and safety. I think black women have a false sense of security. I think that due to black women being around violence and crazy dysfunctional shit so long that we forget that we're women. And I think we forget that we're not as strong as a man, even though we have been pushed into male roles due to your boyfriend. So, because I know it ain't your husband. That girl talking about her husband, that probably ain't her husband either. And yes, I know these lashes halfway coming off, and I didn't want to put no glue on them. Thank you very much. So, with black women's self-awareness, black women's safety, we hear about it on the Tuesday Friday show, where they're always talking about be aware of your surroundings. They talk about getting gas in the daytime versus the nighttime. They talk about, you know, just looking around. Even last week or Tuesday, on the Tuesday show, they showed a girl going into her house, putting her key in the door, and then 2 men, that was somebody man that was black, ran up in her house after her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to do this video. But it's the keys, the car, the house. Even like me, it might be corny. I'm not saying you should do it, but I wear my keys around my neck. It's just like, I know where they at. Ain't nobody gonna knock them on my hand. Ain't nobody gonna try to take them, because they would have to take my big ass head with them. So it's just like, even with night travel, I don't ever get gas at night. I get gas early in the morning or in the daytime, but usually it's early in the morning when it's not too many people there, or at least I know the people who are there are working people, and I know if something happened I will be seen. But the gas station I go in, the area I'm in, it's really not a lot of knickknacks there. Maybe on a certain time or something that I'd never be there to see them. But it's just like with the drinking, driving high, and drinking and driving drunk, that's a safety issue, because if something happened to your car, that's why I was thinking about AAA memberships. I think I paid $68 this month for my AAA membership. Not this month, but this year. The good thing about AAA is, even if you don't have AAA, you can get with their membership, and you get 4 things a month, where if your battery go out, or like if your tire blows out, they'll change your tire. And I think that's very important for black women to get, especially if you don't have a support system. So if something happened, you can get the simplest AAA package. Now they have other packages where you can get all kind of deals and all kind of things. AAA have so many deals like you would not believe. And of course, when you try to use your AAA card with your deal, you have to have it pulled up on your phone or something, because as black women, they're not gonna want to give you a deal. Like, I've been places like, is y'all giving a AAA deal out? And then later it's like, oh yeah, but because I'm a black woman, they don't want me to have AAA. We're not supposed to have AAA, right? So anyway, but you just don't know what happened when you high and drunk, or an accident, or anything that makes you vulnerable or susceptible to violence that can, that can happen. And that's why we see this big push for black women and getting armed with guns. If you're not into guns, you should get mace. I'm not gonna lie and act like I carry these things on me, because I don't really, I live a pretty predictable life. I'm not young anymore, so I don't just go and do young people stuff and just, spontaneous. When you're young, you're spontaneous, and you just could get into anything. So it's just like, I don't live no fancy life, honey. So it's just like, black women's safety and this big heart and this trusting. I think black women are too trusting. I think our given nature is really cute, but I don't think it's benefiting us. But it's an excellent quality to have. But I've been giving all my life and doing for people all my life, and I don't really know if that's ever really been reciprocated. And a lot of that, you reap what you sow, and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. But morality, I always say morality is forced on black women, and it's just aggravating because everybody else do what the fuck they want. But people trust too easy. That's what makes us vulnerable. We have no stable, like our self-esteem is not intact enough that we know when somebody is trying to trick or scam us. Well, y'all don't know. I was raised in St. Louis, so St. Louis ain't nothing but the best tricking and scamming motherfuckers in the world. So I done seen it all. But now, even being older, it's some new fucking scams out. But they prey on your vulnerability because you have no support system. You have no awareness of what males are, what are males' intentions, if they really like you, or if they're trying to use you, or they're trying to rob you, or they trying to take your things, or they trying to take your body or your sex. Because no father figures, then you're always lusting and longing for male's attention and the male's gaze. And it's like anytime a man is around, you let your guards down, which should not be the case when we're talking about safety. You have to think of everybody as your enemy when you're out and about, or and these really, what, it's so sad. It's really sad that I gotta say this, but when I go to white places and white bars and white events, I don't ever have to look around. I don't ever got to hold my purse, like, never. Now, would they probably try to smell my hair? Fuck yeah, I'm a black woman. Why wouldn't they try to smell my hair? Duh, who wouldn't want to do that? But the need for love and affection, those support systems. Even me, when I was thinking about when I was young, I was 17 when I started working. And I used to work the night shift. I used to get off the bus at like 11 o'clock at night and walk down West Florissant. And thinking back, it was pretty dangerous, but my mom didn't have a car, and I had to work. And I walked home, but I always walked fast. If I felt threatened, I would run. I always took the lighted path. That's why I love my mom. Like, she always took me, take the path with the most lights. Take main streets. Don't take side streets. This is even when driving. You can want to take side streets, but if something happens on the road and you're on a side street, anything can happen. Even me, one time my car broke down. I was on the side street, but it was off a main road. They took everything out my car. Like, I was washing my son's clothes, and I used to wash my son's clothes at my mom's house because I didn't have well, we had a wash and dry, but you had to pay for it at the apartment. So they had took all my kids' clothes. They stole my temp tags out my car. They stole everything that was in my car, and it was wonderful though, because my mom family helped me actually get more close to my son. But just thinking about being vulnerable and being in Blackistan and black women thinking that nothing can happen to them, I think we really have this false sense of security for some reason. But I think it's because black women have had to be so tough so long, we don't ever think that nobody can hurt us. Like, we don't realize who is hurting us. It's just the real, it's just real. But even at walking, looking at your phone, taking side streets, like I say, I always take the lighted path. Even when I was driving, it's a street called Broadway in St. Louis. Mom be like, don't drive this fucking street at night, and which I didn't. I would drive it in the day, but at night, no, because it's like a street. It's Hall Street and Broadway, and ain't nothing but trucks and gas stations and stuff like that. But no, at night I didn't travel those streets because if I get a flat, I don't want to be on this fucking street. But it's also another safety tip. I don't know if y'all remember, but you know how people be begging for money on the side of the highway, and then y'all give it to them because y'all nice and like God and like Jesus, when nobody be like God and like Jesus to y'all. The lady got killed giving a man some money. So when these homeless people are walking up to your cars, I'm not saying I've never given a homeless money, because I have. But it's just like, it's dangerous, girl. That shit dangerous. It's dangerous. A lady got shot and killed like that. A black lady. Giving money to the homeless. Look around. If you in your car, always look in your rearview mirror if your car is parked. Always look around and scope your scene. Whenever you parking or doing anything, you need to be looking 10 to 20 feet in front of you and seeing where they drive and seeing who following you. Is this the same car? Will I lie and say that sometimes when I'm driving and going home, I don't pull over? Like, I will pull over. If I feel like a car is following me, or I feel like I don't want them to know where I live, I will pull over and wait and let the people go. I do. Because it's like, I don't want them to know where I stay. I do. I'm walking fast. All that sad conversation, y'all. If somebody like you and want your number, they gonna ask you. All that kiki and cackling at night with people, or all that kiki and telling people all your business if you on the bus or the subway, or this what I do, this where I'm going, this is that. Y'all really tell so much of y'all business because y'all so used to not getting attention. So I understand, but telling people who don't have anything all your business is really stupid. So I just saw a video on Nick at Night where a man took a lady $10,000 on a hinge date. I don't know why she would have $10,000 in her house just sitting around, or how did he get it? Did he take her credit card? But when you tell people what you got, you leaving yourself vulnerable to attack. Period. And especially if you're talking to somebody who don't have nothing. Scammers gonna scam, honey. And if you are a square, and being a square is not a bad thing, or if you are a person who was sheltered, or if you was a person who didn't know a lot of hood shit, and you have this fascinated with the hood or a fascination with a roughneck, you leaving yourself open as a mark because they know that you don't know. So you the perfect victim. But y'all too nice, y'all too trusting. When you talking to people, you should keep a personal bubble around you. Like, people should not ever be this close to you, front, back, side to side. If they are, you move. Like, even me, I remember people like, why you keep moving? Why you keep moving? Like, it's just in my nature. Maybe because I was raised in St. Louis, raised in the hood, raised in Blackistan. When people get too close to me, I always move back. Like, it's just natural. And one guy, I was like, why the fuck is you study moving and you see I'm moving back? I'm not a close talker. I don't want to close talk to you. But, you know what I'm saying? No self-awareness. But, if anything ever happened to you where you feel like you're in a vulnerable position, ain't nothing wrong with your legs, girl. Run. But I think black women don't have no intuition. And that's why we did self-awareness. No, we didn't do self-awareness. It was intuition and trusting yourself. Black women are not taught intuition. Black women are not taught to trust their hearts. Black women are not taught to do what's best for them. You're taught to do what's best for black men. You're taught to do what's best for the whales. You're taught to do the best for white women. You're taught what to do the best for all kind of other people instead of yourself. So run, girl, run. Running is still a technique to escape. I have ran out of people's apartments. I can think of 2 offhand. I ain't feel comfortable. Bitch, took off. I gotta go right now. Bye. And then y'all want to play because I think violence can be exciting, and Blackistan is exciting because we just love violence and ratchet shit. And then you find yourself waking up crying because somebody took your pussy, girl, and that's a horrible feeling. And I'm sorry that happened. Or that happened. It will happen because you're not being conscious of who you're hanging around and who you're being around. Or if you're in a vulnerable position, even women who want to go over men's house and say, I don't want to have sex with him. You don't go over no man's house that you don't want to have sex with, girl. Especially not at night. Because that's going to be that's going to be a fight for your fucking life. But I learned that when I was young, baby. If somebody want to see you, they can take you out somewhere. But anyway, rape is real. We get robbed often by people we know because they know what's in your house. What did I put drive your own car for? Oh, when you're dating and you don't feel comfortable or safe, you should drive your own car and trail that person. Be like, well, I'm going to just trail you. I'm going to follow you so I have my own transportation when I'm ready to leave, so that your transportation or the time you want to leave is not in somebody else's hands. This can go with females too. Um, but predators prey on the need for love, vulnerable situation, and the vulnerable situations that people often prey on that keep black women unsafe or whatever is usually they prey on black women who having issues with their mothers and don't have stable homes, so that make you a perfect victim to whatever that man wants to do to you is going to do to you. I was fortunate when I was getting put out with my mom. I was fortunate that the men was not great men. I'm not going to say that, but they were not predators. Well, they were predators in other fucking aspects. But they did not try to use and exploit me for what I had. They just wanted to manipulate me into, you know, being a girl for them, you know, that shit like that, you know, love manipulation. So, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when you are homeless or you're vulnerable or you has gotten in a fight with your mom or your family don't want you or you're a runaway teen, stuff like that, you're in danger, girl. And men are definitely gonna try to offer you drugs, try to spike your drinks, and if you're going through something like that, the only thing I can say is go to a shelter or tell somebody, because you might meet a quality woman who will take you in or let you stay with her. I actually stayed with a girl when I was like 19 because I was homeless in Ohio. But I did pay her. My rent was paying my stamps because I didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying? But y'all should reach out to people because I think that black women don't know. Some women are more caring than you may think. Now, don't be trying to bring no niggas to their house. You know, you just can't help black people sometimes because they just take shit too far. But anyway, let's go to another. Did you like this video? No self-awareness. You can't scam a scammer. This can be men or women. Some people just see you naive or you vulnerable and they're going to come for the attack. But when you think you tough, there's somebody tougher. People do play on black women, need to be accepted, need to be have friends, and black women's desperation and loneliness. A lot of women feel bad because they don't fit into Blackistan, but they really want to, and you're vulnerable to attack. Some shit gonna happen, some shit gonna go down. So, that's about it. I think black women do have a false sense that people are good inside. Of course, they don't give that false sense that people are good inside to other black women, because why would fuck would we do that? We hate each other. But I do think black women walk around with some type of naive shit that keeps us in danger. So please be safe out there. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Y'all stay innovative and creative and dream chasing. And I just appreciate y'all for being y'all, and I hope you're working on yourself. I hope you're doing you the best you can, and I hope you're proud of who you are or becoming a woman that you can and will be proud of. And I know we make mistakes, and please forgive yourself. Please let that shit go. Please don't fucking worry. Life is for the living, and live your fucking life. And stop trying to live your life for other people and to please others and letting motherfuckers tell you how to live. All right, bye.